We started at the beginning of the year. The first day that we're in here, we talk about the Invention Convention. As we look at an overview of all the different things that we're going to take part in throughout the year. So that is one of our very first things that we discuss. And as soon as we get information from you, it goes on the board so that we know when it's coming up and when we're going to do it. And we start with introducing this scamper thinking technique in some kind of fun way, because they have all had experience with that through the other things we do in our group, but I want to lay that as the foundation for what we're doing. So we do that in August. In October, we start brainstorming ideas, and we look at what kind of problems do we need to solve. We look at previous pictures of our students who have been at the Invention Convention. We look at some of their awards so they know that we'd really like to win. It's okay if we don't, but it's really nice when we do. And then I have them interview usually 3 or 4 adults and bring back ideas from adults. What kind of problems would you like to see solved? And so we get things like flying cars and things that are not very realistic, but then we come back and we sort out things that are not realistic, and let's look at things that we can. And then we consider problems in the world in different areas. Are there problems that need to be solved at home, problems that need to be solved at school, or in other places? And a lot of times we will get online and look at, you can Google Invention Conventions and you can see ideas also. So I just want them to really have an idea. In November, we start to narrow down our list. What could we really do? I always want them to research and see, does it already exist? Because I think that's important. I also try to say, the more simple it is, the better off you are. Because if you get over the top with it, it might create another problem rather than solving problems that need to be solved. So we do that in November, and we usually on one of our boards, and then in December I send home notes to the parents to tell them that this is coming up, to tell them the guidelines, and that they can be mentors. These will need to be built at home. If they're working in a group, they've got to have ways for the kids to be together. Sometimes they will stay here and work, but they have to bring the materials. And just to let them know that they need to be mentors but not builders. And that we need to know when we come back in January, they really need to know exactly what everybody's going to do. Because in February, at the beginning of February, we do a real quick marketing advertising unit and work on our jingles. Because I want them to see, we don't want a commercial. We want quick and to the point, but that gets the point across. And then they either have to bring in their invention or bring me pictures of it so that I can see where it's at. And also for us to review as a group and to do final edits and stuff like that. And then we start practicing our jingles and presentations, and we always practice those in here. And so that's the process. And it takes an entire school year to get it done, but it works and they love it. It is one of the more rewarding things that my kids do. They love going. And then we get there and I'm always like, it's okay if we don't win. And then when you get ready to announce the awards, I'm like, we better win. I'm thinking